What's up, everybody? It's 2 days until SWC, and that means it's time for Summoner's War news. I think we covered half this stuff before, so this should be a fairly quick news. Please, Bagel, make it quick. Fairly quick little thing. What is it? SWC. SWC is on Saturday, 2 p.m. on Paris time, which means for me in Orlando, I know everyone is different places around the world, so check to see what time it is, your time. It is 2 p.m. for Paris time, which means for me it's 8 a.m. I'm in Orlando, so I'm on the east coast of the United States. East. I'm on the east coast of the United States, so if you live on the west coast, it's gonna be different. If you live in different countries, because I know all different people, like only 30% of the people watching these videos are from the United States, so it's pretty crazy, and most of them are from all over the world. So all different time zones, playing accordingly. If you want to watch it, they always have the little giveaways and stuff like that. So anyway, who are my predictions to win? Bagel, what did you do? What is this? Listen. Okay, I am going all out for my boy Thompson. All out. Feel like Thompson's gonna win the first one. Thompson versus Judas. I feel like Thompson's gonna take that. He's also going to win. Listen, Thompson is magical, right? He's going to win Diligent versus Boss. He's going to come out as the winner. Don't ask how it's going to happen, but all the other matches, I still feel like he's going to win. And then he's just fighting himself from then on until the finals, and then he's just either way. This is not predictions. Okay. Let's say he hates this, by the way. I showed him, and he did not like it at all. What was I saying? Oh, no, I showed him a different thing, but it was almost like this. Whatever. He's gonna see this and he's gonna be like, I don't like that. He's like, so don't think that I'm gonna win the whole thing. Let's say if Thompson's not it, right? Let's say Diligent versus Tree is very strong. Both, I feel, very strong players here, based on their track record. So if you're like, Diligent's gonna win, Tree's gonna win, it'd be nice to see the some mix and match. It's an esport, right? It's a mobile game esport, so you know that RNG is half of the equation. So RNG, anyone could win based on RNG. They're all good players. So we'll see the crazy RNG, and then there will be one part in the SWC that it's like, oh my god, it'll be on Reddit. It's gonna be people making memes about it. And then it's gonna be just some kind of like someone like had the match in the bag, and then the other person like comes away and steals it like by stupid procs, right? There's gonna be that one, and it's gonna be like. Anyway, there's gonna be that one. Moving on. What else is there? Oh, there's also there's the Halloween stuff, which we'll get to in a second. I wanted to mention this. There has been a handful. I thought it was just like one or two. Because everyone emails me so often, like, oh, I lost my account, someone hacked my account, etc., etc. It's been happening a little bit more than a little bit though. Account security. So account security or insider job. There was some people speculating that this was someone from Com2Us that was selling account information. It's not a huge thing. Don't get super crazy, like scared about it. Protect your stuff. I would say if you want to be on the cautious side, change your login information just in case, and change it every so often. It's just a safety precaution, just in general. But there have been a more than normal amount of handful of people, including close friends, that have had their accounts compromised. So it's not. I don't think the account security got worse or anything. But it's not as big as it was before. But like we've had some bigger account security issues. But I'm just letting you guys know that it is a thing. So before we get to what are we talking about? Oh, the patchy patches, the patchy patches. There's a few things in the game. There is this Halloween special pack. Ooh, Halloween special pack. So this is $10. It includes one Devilmon. So it's a pumpkin carriage. Do you care about a pumpkin carriage? You're very binary on that. You either care about it or you don't. I care about it a little bit. So it's basically like this one. The $9.99 there, 250 crystals. Instead of the mystical scroll, you get a Devilmon and a carriage. So it is already a better value pack. Based on just the Devilmon alone is way more valuable than mystical scroll, right? If you're gonna only spend $5 to $10 on a purchase, this is, I'll show you the thing that I feel is the best purchase. Perfect! Hooray! The perfect time to pop up. Come to us. So the one on the left, the $4.99, is I feel like it's the most efficient purchase that you can make in the game. Generally, like the really, really small purchases are the best ones in a lot of these games. Like, oh, only $1.99, $5.99, limited time, whatever. Because that's how they get you into the opening the wallet, and then as soon as the wallet's open, you're more likely as a consumer to continue to keep the wallet open to spend more money, right? So that's what they want to make it a very lucrative thing. And for $5, you get 2 weeks of daily crystals times 20, which is 300 crystals, right? And then you have mystical scroll, just one, not every day. And then you have energy max storage plus 10. Which is pretty nice. So that's how, by the way, that's how you get 100 energy, just FYI. Because a lot of people always ask me, I even did a video on it, but people will still ask me all the time, like, how do you get 100 energy? So it's like just a constant, it's a question that I get asked many times a week. But anyway, yeah, that's how you get the 100 energy. What else do we have? We have a new event, Halloween candy event. Basically, this pumpkin that nobody uses because he's a garbage unit. I mean, balanced game, that's what I meant to say was balanced game. I stuttered a little bit, so it kind of sounded like I said something else. But yeah, so this pumpkin, this garbage pumpkin, I mean candy pumpkin, whatever. It's this little event. It's basically you farm and then you get these little candies and like randomly in dungeon runs. And then you collect them and then you get some nonsense. It's basically the same amount of nonsense as usual. And then you get a couple scrolls, and you get a Devilmon. Hooray! What is that? Yeah. So basically just farm. That's the whole... that's my synopsis for the event. How we go? 7 minutes, good. Can we finish this without being super long? Nope. Bagel says no. Let's go back to here. So, what else are we going to talk about as far as... SWC, what if you don't care about SWC? What if you're like, SWC, I don't care? Few other things that may be coming soon. I don't know if there's any quality of life changes. Like the last patch we had was like Guild Wars stuff that no one really cared about. I mean, some people that were like really excited about Guild Wars, they were like, oh, this is nice. But a lot of people were like, that's not what I wanted. I want a balance patch, I want this, I want that. But the balance patches generally come after the big tournaments like SWC, after end of season, things like that. They didn't do one right after the end of season because SWC was coming, and they were not going to balance it before SWC. They're going to balance it after SWC. So I have not a lot of secretive information, but I have information. Word on the street is it's going to be a big one, and I would assume it's going to be a big one as well. Giggity. But word on the street is it's actually going to be a pretty substantial balance patch. So we'll see what kind of crazy stuff. Let's go on to this one because we're still not talking about hacking and stuff like that. But anyway, it's should be a pretty substantial balance patch. Hopefully we see more than, because I think someone mentioned that we see like 2 LDs balanced in every patch, and we don't see a lot. And I never noticed that until someone mentioned it. It was a while ago that they mentioned it, like a few months ago. I was like, oh, okay. Only 2. So that's the sad thing, is that there's not as many balances on the LDs. But yeah, this is I showed this slide before in a previous one. These are kind of the things that I feel would be a little bit stronger. And okay, I'm gonna correct myself. I know everyone corrected me in the comments. God help us. But immune to attack age reduction. That's Achroma is immune to attack age reduction. I know Chroma's immune to attack age. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. I fought an Achroma today on stream, and yeah, there was nothing I could do to beat it. I had a bunch of units that CC and attack age reduced, and there's nothing. There's just nothing I could have done. So yes, I am very well aware that Chroma's immune to attack age reduction. Let's talk about some things that we're hopeful in the balance patch. But also, keep in mind that Dimensional Hole, we might be seeing 2A monsters, new Second Awakened monsters soon. We hope, but we know that we know the balance patch is well, unless something crazy happens, unless they just decide to not release it for some reason. But the balance patch should be coming very soon, and it should be big. So I'm excited about that, unless something happens and it's not, I can't confirm that it's coming out on a certain date or something like that, but yeah, it should be a big one. So here's my hopefuls. I don't have any data on the things that are going to be balanced in the balance patch. Here's kind of my hopefuls though. Nerfs. I don't really want to see a lot of stuff nerfed, man. I don't want to see, like, Hathor, I feel like she needs some kind of little bit more balancing. Less attack age pushback. They already balanced her a little bit with the less attack age pushback because she did more. Now the primary target gets more attack age pushback and the other units get less. But it would be, maybe she needs a little bit more in addition to that. Or skill 3 doing damage would make it land less. Just overall. So that would be an actual, also it would proc different units passives, like it would proc the Diana passive, etc., if it did damage. So actually buffing Hathor, I think I mentioned this before, but buffing Hathor would be a way to nerf Hathor. If you make her third skill do damage, it will land less on the units. Lauren, if she has to be, I don't really feel, I know everyone's like, but nerf Lauren. I feel like Lauren's fine. I think that we should have some strong options for free-to-play units for RTA, and I feel like if Lauren gets nerfed for RTA's sake, then that just nerfs her for all the free-to-play players or all the players that don't have crazy things that are trying to do dungeons and they're like, yeah, I use Lauren for this, I use Lauren for that, please don't nerf her, I like to use her. She is something, like, she's a free-to-play viable option that's good for attack gauge pushback and defense break on things. There's still other units that are similar to Lauren if she does, for some reason, get nerfed. I hope she doesn't get nerfed that much. I don't necessarily want her to get nerfed, but I hope if she does, she doesn't get nerfed that much. Remember, there's Bajir, the water giant warrior, which I think is underrated, that you can still use in case Lauren gets nerfed. Because he does strip defense break with skill 3, and he does attack age reduction with first and second skills. It's not all of them in the same combined as a passive, but he does do very similar stuff to what Lauren does. He's not element neutral, but he does do more damage. He does do more damage than she does. He does. So you can even use that for like TOA bosses and stuff like that. So, verdehile. Oh my god, can we please, like, the easiest thing to do is just no passive proc on revenge. Jeez. Oh my god, there's so many people. That, like, they just luck out. They're like, I have a verdehile, and if it's on revenge, I'm gonna beat this person that's out-ruined me and out-drafted me, and it revenged. And then, oh, it's so annoying. It's really so annoying. Nothing frustrates me more than verdehile. I don't feel like his passive should, I feel like as long as it's just like a passive, like, no proc on revenge, he needs to get a turn for his passive proc. I feel like that would be a viable nerf, and it doesn't nerf him in Dragons B10 because a lot of people use him in Dragons B10. It doesn't nerf him there. It just nerfs him for, because if you're relying on a revenge proc, oh my god, I just been talking for so long. If you're relying on a revenge proc to clear Dragons B10 reliably, then you don't have a reliable team. You need to go back to the drawing board, right? Because you're only winning when it revenges. That's not a good idea. That's not good. Anyway, buffs. Oh my god, Water Chimera skill 3. Please, and base speed. It'd be so good. I want to use him so much. I even use him sometimes when I don't need to, when it doesn't matter. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me bring in the Water Chimera because I just like to use him, right? Wind Sniper. Oh my god, he's so bad. Please. What are we supposed to do with him? I don't know. I don't know. Fire Monkey, Water Lich, immune to attack gauge reduction. Again, a lot of this stuff is things that I previously mentioned in other videos, but I don't know. I guess people didn't see them, and they've been still asking me, so I feel like maybe if you already saw all this stuff in previous ones, then you can just hop off. It was nice to see you. Have a good rest of your week/weekend. Because we're just going to be going over stuff that I think I mentioned before. Mini buff for Archangel skill 2 would be nice. Both Archangels. I was thinking about this for Veligil, and I mean both Archangel skill 2s. Like all flavors, like the heals and also the damage ones. I feel like could both have buffs. Mini buff for Valkyria skill 2. If you look at some of the other skill 2s in the game, it's like the Valkyria is like single target, one thing for 2 turns. Like, maybe a little bit more. It's a nat 5. Maybe a little bit more. Katarina's like, I heal. I do a little damage and I heal. And then Trinity too, right? So, yeah, maybe, I mean, Camilla's second skill basically does nothing. It's like, I do a slow. A slow? Whoa! Nobody does that, right, Lauren? Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, I think we maybe need, it would be nice to see Valkyrie's skill 2 buff. I don't really use the Valkyries too much, but I'm thinking about it for other people that like, well, Vanessa. I do use Vanessa. I'm just thinking about it in general for people that like to use different things. Water, can we see a Water Joker? I would love for him to be a usable unit. Like, I want him to do damage. Can he do some damage? Can you do? No, single target ignore defense. How's that? Random. I don't know. Make him do something. Make him do something. Can he do something? It would be great if he could do something. Anyway, cause like he finally got a use in BSR 5. Oh my god. Life Phantom Thief and Neo Stone Agent, they're just nothing in this meta. Just buffs with all the amount of strips, like especially all the free-to-play friendly strips. Everyone's bringing strips into everything because they just expect it to happen. Like, the invincibility is nothing. Wind Dark Pumpkin Farts, they really don't do very much. And by very much, I mean they don't really do anything. Dark Elven Ranger, I forgot about him for so long. He is not really relevant anywhere. Like, he's relevant in Necro, and that's it. A Light Dark Nat 4 that's only usable in one dungeon, and he's kind of made irrelevant when the twins came out. See, this is some things that I didn't mention in previous videos, but yeah, Dark Elven Ranger, I was thinking about this. I made this list today, but I was thinking about it. I was like, this is... Maybe it'd be nice to see a Dark Elven Ranger buff. Maybe not something too crazy, but it'd be nice to be able to use him somewhere, right? Wind and Fire Cannon Girls. I still want a Wind Cannon Girl buff, because I keep forgetting that I actually have her. Do I have her on 2 accounts? I don't even know if I have her on 2 accounts. Maybe she needs a buff. I don't want her to do more damage. See, I think that's the thing. I don't want her to do more damage. I want her to be changed to, because you still use Lucian. If you have Lucian, you have Pungvek, you have Tashar, you have Ligmarin. What do you need the Wind Cannon Girl for? You have all those other good units. You have Copper. You have all Katarina. You don't need the Wind Cannon Girl for anything. She's irrelevant. I like the Fire Cannon Girl. I think she needs a little bit more. I think she's headed in a better direction. As far as skill set wise, than the Wind one. So Fire Cannon, I would like to see more of where they're headed with that. Wind one, I would like to see, don't do that, do something else. But that's just me. I don't really care about the Wind Cannon Girl. It'd be nice to be able to use her for something. Wind Lich, no one really uses anymore. Wind Samurai, no one really uses anymore. Wind Pirate Captain, Wind Kung Fu Girl. There's a lot of wind units that... Lucian makes all this stuff, like, nothing. Like, irrelevant. There's so many strong wind units. Tiana, Hathor, Ciara, Ganymede, like, Moran, Lucian. There's so many more. But, like, a lot of these get, like... The Wind Kung Fu Girl was never good. She's just always been bad. The Pirate Captain, I feel like if the Pirate Captain had a brand. Now I'm just talking about a bunch of weird stuff, whatever. Light Dark Nat 5, Geldnir, Shazam. I mean, come on, man. Those are so bad. Those are so bad units. Like, Jaeger, they already tried to change him, and then they rolled that back. They were like, no, we're not going to change him in this one. We'll change him in the next one. So he's very likely to see a patch, or he's very likely to see a buff in the next patch. I really hope there's more than 2 Light Darks that get a buff, though, in this patch. There's so many that need work. There's really I feel like the Light Dark ones need more balancing than the regular ones. And people are wailing so much for these Light Darks now. I would really love to see some meta shifts. Really. So Jaeger. Cadiz rework because Cadiz is too close to the Dark Vampire Lord now. That's kind of screw you to all the Cadiz owners. That's not me saying screw you to them. I'm saying that's like Comtua saying screw you to them. Light Dark Sea Emperor. I mentioned this before. Trinity stat balancing to make her more of an attack type unit so she does more damage because she should be doing more damage. The Bay damage increase. I talked to Make It a Butt about this. He was showing me, and I was like, oh, okay. The Bay maybe needs a buff to damage and stuff. Oh, and he also, I think he said, I think his damage goes before his brand, which is just stupid. Like, do the brand and then the damage. I don't know. But anyway, or I guess the brand and the damage. It'd be nice if he did the damage after the brand. Something. I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you think about the other monsters. Like, okay, he does the damage and brands after the damage, not before the damage. But it's not like Ritesh does like an AoE defense break and then attacks on top of the defense break. It's like the defense break is while he's attacking. So, Jar of Self-Revive would be nice. Jar of something. Dark Vampire Lord skill 3 turn buffs instead of 2. I feel is necessary. Because otherwise, what is he really? No one's using him. People are using him for his leader skill. That's about it. For anyone that is. Lucifer, slightly more attack increase. So people, some people that actually have Lucifer or personally played with him gave me some poo-poo for this on my Lucifer video, or after the fact. Privately, after the fact of the Lucifer video, they're like, he doesn't buff the attack gauge as much as you think he does. So it'd be nice to see. If he does it too much, though, it would be broken, right? It'd be too OP. So you want to buff it a little bit and then see. It's better to do like a little tweak and then see how it does. Little tweak, see how it does. Instead of being like, okay, 4,000% attack gauge increase. Oh, it's OP now. Oh, but you said buff it. Like, you don't want to go too crazy with it, but little tweaks is good. I just wish we had more little tweaks faster than... Because what Shazam has never been tweaked. Shazam is just sitting here, he's like, I would like a tweak at some point. I know, like, I was nice, and I took some of the other ones that... Well, I didn't take them off the list. I didn't put them on the list, because I feel like there's other ones that need them more, I guess. I didn't put Han on the list. I would love a Han buff. More than anything, more than the other things, but I feel like Geldnir Shazam need buffs more than Han, right? Han you could stick in somewhere you can be like, okay. But Geldnir is the one that needs it the most. Poor Geldnir owners. What do you do with him? I don't know. Anyway, I talked way too much already. I was hoping to do this like in half the time. But anytime you get to the balance patch, Vega just goes on a rant. But what do you think? What instead of being like, because I know everyone's gonna be like, buff my 5-star, buff this light dark 5-star, buff this thing, buff that thing. What weird things that you never see in the meta, like Win Frankenstein or something, like Win Frankenstein, or like I don't know, just weird things. Water Samurai. Like, what do you want to see buff that's like a fairly common unit that you feel like could be fun? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like a lot of the stuff we mentioned before, but people kept asking me, so I feel like why not mention it again. Remember, SWC on Saturday, 2 p.m. Paris time, which is, translate that to whatever time for you. For me, it's 8 a.m. And then they'll have stuff they give away. All kinds of whatever, like cookies. Not cookies, though. Probably not cookies. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.